Imagine this, a Formula One car flying down the straight at over 200 miles per hour, suddenly gaining speed. Not from a new engine, not from lighter materials, but from something so subtle, most fans didn't even notice it. This upgrade didn't just make the car faster, it changed the entire direction of Formula One engineering. And the craziest part? It all started with a simple idea that almost got banned before it could ever hit the track. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll see how one bold innovation that no one saw coming transformed racing forever and might just define the future of F1. Before we get to the upgrade, you need to understand something about Formula One. It's not just about drivers battling on track. It's a war between engineers. Every team is hunting for that 1%, that one tiny edge that turns milliseconds into victories. And here's the catch. Every move they make is under the microscope of the FIA's rulebook. The rules are strict. The competition is fierce. So when someone finds a loophole, it's like striking gold. Back in the early 2000s, teams were obsessed with aerodynamics, making the car slice through the air like a knife through butter. But while everyone was focused on wings and airflow, one team asked a different question. What if we could change how the car uses its tires in real time? That question led to an invention that shocked the paddock. Fast forward to 2020. Mercedes unveils something the world had never seen before: dual-axis steering, or DAS. At first glance, it looked like Lewis Hamilton was fidgeting with the steering wheel down the straight, pulling it toward him and pushing it back in. Fans thought, is that even legal? Turns out it was, for a very short time. Here's how it worked. By pulling or pushing the steering wheel, the drivers could adjust the toe angle of the front wheels on the fly. Why does that matter? Because the toe angle affects how the tires touch the track. So on straights, they'd pull the wheel, reducing drag, improving tire temperature, and boosting straight line speed. Then, right before corners, they'd push it back, restoring grip and control for perfect cornering. One move, two advantages. Pure genius. It wasn't just clever engineering, it was a complete redefinition of what steering meant. But here's where it gets wild. No one else saw it coming. Not Ferrari, not Red Bull, nobody. But how did Mercedes even pull this off under such tight regulations? Here's the twist. Inside Mercedes's engineering team was a small group who worked in complete secrecy. Only a handful of people knew about the project. They even tested the system behind closed doors to avoid leaks. And the timing? Perfect. They unveiled DAS during preseason testing in Barcelona, just before the 2020 season started. The world went into shock. Commentators didn't know what they were seeing. Rival engineers scrambled to figure it out. Red Bull even marched straight to the FIA garage asking, "Is this legal?" And to everyone's surprise, the FIA said, yes, for now. It was legal for that season, but the governing body quickly changed the rules for the next one. In other words, Mercedes had one golden year to use this secret weapon. Now, you might be thinking, okay, cool system, but did it actually make a difference? Oh, it absolutely did. F1 cars rely heavily on tire temperature. Too cold, you lose grip. Too hot, they wear out fast. The DAS system gave Mercedes unmatched control over tire performance. They could warm up tires faster during formation laps, manage wear in races, and maintain stability in changing weather. That meant better starts, stronger stints, and fewer mistakes. During the 2020 season, Mercedes dominated. Hamilton and Bottas were nearly untouchable. And while people credited the car's power and aerodynamics, insiders knew the DAS was the secret sauce. It was the invisible upgrade that amplified everything else. But here's where it gets even more interesting. Even though DAS was banned the next year, its legacy didn't end there. The beauty of F1 innovation isn't just what it creates, it's what it inspires. The DAS system forced every other team to start thinking differently. It broke a mental barrier. Before DAS, steering systems were just that, ways to turn the car. After DAS, engineers realized the steering wheel could be a dynamic control tool. And while the system itself was outlawed, the concept behind it lives on. New technologies around active suspension, energy recovery, and dynamic aerodynamics all trace back to that mindset, that willingness to push the limits of what's possible. It reminded everyone in the sport of a golden truth. In F1, innovation doesn't always come from adding something new. Sometimes it's about redefining what already exists. And that's exactly what Mercedes did. Let me ask you this. If you were running an F1 team, would you take the risk and build a system like DAS, knowing it might get banned? Comment below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And hey, if this story is blowing your mind so far, hit that like button. It really helps the channel reach more F1 fans like you. All right, now let's talk about the bigger picture. The DAS story isn't just about racing. It's a lesson in innovation. Think about it. Mercedes was already on top. They didn't need to take risks, but they did. Because in Formula One, standing still means falling behind. They took a bold idea, tested it, refined it, and executed it flawlessly, all while knowing the system could be banned before the first race. That's what separates good teams from legendary ones. It's not just engineering, it's mindset. They embraced uncertainty. They turned creativity into performance. And that mindset is what every great innovator in sports, business, or life has in common. After Mercedes' dominance, the FIA banned DAS starting in 2021. They cited complexity and safety, but everyone knew the real reason. It gave Mercedes an unfairly elegant advantage. Still, it left a mark. Teams began exploring flexible aero, steer-by-wire systems, and dynamic alignment controls, all ideas inspired by DAS. Even though the technology itself vanished, the thinking it sparked continues to shape the cars we see today. And who knows? The next big F1 innovation might already be hidden in plain sight, just waiting for another genius engineer to pull back the steering wheel and rewrite history again. The story of the DAS system proves one powerful truth. Innovation doesn't always announce itself. Sometimes it hides in the smallest motion. A steering wheel that moves a few millimeters changed how the fastest cars on Earth behave. It showed the world that boundaries are only as real as you believe they are. And that's the real magic of Formula One. It's not just about speed. It's about imagination. So next time you watch a race, remember, behind every overtake, every pole position, every championship, there's a team of dreamers pushing the limits of physics, and sometimes redefining them. If you love this deep dive into F1 innovation, you're going to want to check out our next video, where we reveal how one illegal design from the past secretly shaped modern racing. Subscribe if you're ready to see how small ideas become history-defining breakthroughs. And as always, stay curious, stay fast, and I'll see you in the next one.